My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I had to make this a challenge. I mean, come on, who would pass this up? This is such fun. All right, so the Amazon tablecloth challenge is to see if your screen will match a tablecloth at the end of the day. Now, we have a gray tablecloth. We have a black tablecloth. The black tablecloth, of course, is for our screen to test against. And we'll do the gray one, too, because we don't have no problem with that. We'll throw the gray in there, too, also. But for those gray screen paint mixes out there that claim to be the best of best, we suggest you do this demonstration today also, too. There's actually two of them. You got to be the match or demonstration to prove that your product is not outdated and a relic and a dinosaur at the end of the day, or Neanderthal paint, whatever you want to call it, but it is old. And you're going to have to do the Amazon tablecloth challenge. So basically with that, you have to basically take the tablecloths we have here, what we call the Ravens, and you're going to have to put it against your product to show that your product is not going to blend into this surface. It's going to show a different reaction. So that's why we have a black version right here and a gray version right here. We have the gray screen paint mixes laying against the tablecloth over here. And over here, we have our huge technology right here against a black tablecloth. This is a challenge for today also, too. Got to make it fun, man. You got to make it fun. I'm going to do these more often. We're going to be doing definitely more often. All right, first things first, let's show you the meter max out zone. Keep in mind, you will not be doing these demonstrations in the dark. You'll be doing these in a maxed out zone, which means you're going to have a ton of light in your environment to do this to make sure that everything goes correctly and well. You cannot use ultra short throw projectors. You got to be back 13 feet, 14 to 13 feet from the screen, and you must be in 720p. I know, but you have to be. All right, so let's get this started. So like I said, over here on this side, we have our technology over here, the Black Inferno, actually the Dark Legend Black Inferno, Dark Legend 27. And over here, we have several screen paint mixes. You're going to have to do this today. Matter of fact, they should have been had that surface. And we posted that surface multiple times. They should have been had it by now. I got all three of them over here. I got a fourth one coming in today. So it definitely should have had those by now. But then again, like I said, it's going to match a tablecloth at the end of the day. But this is the challenge we're going to put out. And we're going to post this to the website. Warning people, do not buy these screen paints if they can't pass this challenge. Because at the end of the day, you can just go buy a tablecloth. Let's begin. Now you can look at the sides of my screens, and my screen is black. Oh, I thought we forgot about the tablecloth. Oh no, we're just figuring out new ways to just mess with it. So I'm doing two screens at the same time. I'm reducing the same levels as the gray screen, and I'm turning the black screen can't match my screen because my screen's producing too high of a white level. Where the mixes are blending into the gray screen. We're expecting this challenge done today. Now, if you're wondering where to get the video at, just go to Keystone. That's it. Booyah. All right, get it done. Because it should be pretty easy. You have to be able to back your products at 100%. I love doing these demonstrations. These are fun at the end of the day. I thought, man, this is really fun. I saw the video, I was like, oh, we got to do this. And put a challenge next to this, because this is going to be fun. Now, if they consider this to be a challenge and too hard for them, go buy a tablecloth. Let me see. Let's go over and get red screen. Watch this. Isn't that amazing? The balance of the level. Keep in mind, when I told you that the technology and the legends, they're black screens. They're physically black screens. You can see they're physically black screens. But it's a different shade of black. It's a customized that we engineered. That engineer can still maintain the same contrast levels, but at the end of the day, it maintains an extremely high white level, which means it can basically wash out your screen and make that screen look dark at the same time. Isn't that impressive? And it's 1%. It's still missing two elements to make the screen even more advanced than what it is. This is the kind of stuff you're going to have to show off at the end of the day if you want people to give you money. You have to show that your product actually works, not blend into a tablecloth. Let's go over to some snow. See? That's what you got to be to do. And you have to do it in a maxed out zone. The more light you have in the environment, the better it is for your screen. Because if your screen can survive with all this light in here, then the everyday homeowner can use your screen in any form of environment, just about, due to the fact that it's used to being used in a well-lit environment. Cinemax matched perfectly to the surface. And you didn't do the demonstration, I know. I told you to back your product up. I told you at the end of the day, if you don't back your product up, you can't basically scream and whine about your product if you can't back it up. We know you didn't do it. We already know. You avoided it. You had the demonstration was marked for a day, and you stayed off most of the entire day avoiding that demonstration. So we know you didn't do it. There's no way in the world you're going to make any screen paint mixes and put it in your product. That's crazy. You would never do that. You would out yourself, but you're already out it because you didn't do it. So we give you 2 more today. 2 more today are very simple and plain. You have to show your product does not match a tablecloth. TLC 4K demonstrations. I guess I gotta butcher it. I think I butchered it. No, we got it. So what I mean by you have to back your product up at the end of the day. Because now we're playing all videos that they know. If you match a tablecloth, your customers need to go buy the tablecloth. See what else we got next on this one. Like I said, they can't back up their product on this challenge today. Matter of fact, we'll make it all this week. Because if there's any excuses, they can't get the tablecloth, it's right there. You can buy it. If they don't back it up, then like I said, buy a tablecloth. I have no problem with putting a black tablecloth or light gray tablecloth against my black technology. Not a problem. I'm backing up 2 screens on my technology at the same time. I'm producing a high enough white level to keep up with the light gray screen paint mixes in the tablecloth, and the black screen can't even match my white levels at the same time. Now that black paint you have, this is something you're gonna have to do. Tests on the black screens are brutal. Wouldn't this make this number 19 or 20 now? We have no links now for doing demonstrations against our black screens? Yeah, good. Now, if you notice, I'm picking all bright levels, something that my screen should have a hard time struggling with. But on the other hand, yours is matching a tablecloth. Let's see what else we got on here. We got anything brighter on here? Anything brighter? Let me see. Let's go with the, I want to go with the, Skyward food demonstration. Let's light it up, light it up. And let's see how this one works out. That's the reason why we made the legends. Number 2 reasons why we made the legends in these strange, weird, dark colors. This is a black screen, but it's a different shade of black. The reason why? Because you can't lay everyday black paint against it. Virtually impossible. It doesn't match. That's why. Black screens can't, any black surface can't be compatible with the screen. They can't figure out the shade of it. Now let's say somebody were to take it to Home Depot and they were like, oh, we know the shade of it. That's not going to work because you don't have the 4 elements that are dropped into it that allow the screen to react that way. That don't work either. Which means you would have to have the contrast shifting technology, which it doesn't have because it's already dark. Color enhancement technology, heightener technology, you don't have any of that. But at the end of the day, like I said, look at the screens. One is matching the tablecloth perfectly, and the other one is not. So if they can't back this up at the end of the day, you need to go save your money and buy a tablecloth. Let's see if we got anything else on here that we can play around with real quick. Gotta be able to back your stuff up at the end of the day. I love doing these demonstrations. These demonstrations are fun. Problem with the black tablecloth, it's dark, can't read white light. If the tablecloth being gray, can read white light. Just can't read color or contrast. So at the end of the day, you can't do the same thing our screens can do if you get a black tablecloth. But if we got a gray tablecloth, I can do the same thing the gray screen paint mixers can do with no problem. well, we're expecting to see these done by today. Hopefully they'll be done. I doubt they will be done at all, period. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if the Cinemax or the Metallica mix or Personal Mix or any one of those great screen paints had the ability to be able to beat a tablecloth, it would have been demonstrated already. Clearly would have been demonstrated already. And the fact that they have never been clearly shows that they can't do the challenge. But we're going to leave it up. All right. I guess we're going to do another one of these tomorrow. When this is for our website, we're going to be doing as a promo, as in, are you getting cheated when it comes to your screen paint? Because you need to know you're getting exactly what you paid for at the end of the day. And could you have actually done a better job than the person who actually made the screen paint? And as you can see by the tablecloth challenge, yeah, you could at $21. All right, with that being said, I'm out of here. Hopefully we get this challenge done. I have to come on here and do a pre-record for a 21 screen certified. No, sorry, at 21, get the rest of the screens in. 17 screen certified. All right, with that being said, got to go, and I hope they get the challenge completed.